Hello, everyone. I'm Thom Robertson. When this coronavirus disruption started, I had just bought a beef jerky variety pack. So I started this vlog to eat some and talk a lot. Well, I finished that bag, and vast numbers of fans responded. Actually, my wife and a few friends responded. So, by hugely popular acclaim, I've procured more beef jerky variety packs, and I'm going to eat more and make more videos while I do it. Why? Because it's stupid and silly and funny. Here we are, the 21st of April. Everyone is saying, oh, the day after the big 420. Did I mention that in the last video? I think I did, but I didn't mention it, beyond mentioning it. I'm not here to talk about 420. I'm here to talk about, beef jerky and, well, a few other things. So let's get on with the other things. In this video, I like to throw up an image and talk about what it means to me as a game designer and a game developer. And I'm really intrigued by this image today. This is from a multimedia powerhouse anime and video game brand called Saint Seiya. Um, it's it's an offshoot of very normal Japanese animation where you have a young man or young woman go to school and get stronger and make friends and gain superpowers and defeat the bad guys after much angst. Um, And Saint Seiya is very venerable. I remember watching a Saint Seiya anime in the 80s, maybe late 80s. However, it's also got a lot of staying power. It's a big brand in Japan, and uh, currently there is an internationalized 3D art version on Netflix, uh, which is, it's okay. And there have been several different seasons of the anime. Um, But the point, of course, is that these saints are protectors of the good princess, and they all have magical, mystical armor. And as you can see, the armor is all slightly different. And then they fight against bad guys who have black armor, of course. And like most so-called shonen anime in Japan, these guys do a whole lot of talking and then throw one big giant punch. Um, and it's it's a wildly popular and venerable genre. So we're not talking anything outrageous from a Japanese perspective point of view. But the reason that I like this as a game developer, game designer, is, well, number one, I like seeing what people like and maybe producing some of that. So making a game about golden armored warriors doesn't sound unreasonable to me. But on top of that, if you look at the armor, you can see all the differences. And what I see when I look at the armor is, hey, I bet I could procedurally generate that. Now, if you've hung around me and listened to me talk about game development for any length of time, I'm sure you've heard me talk about procedurally generated content, PCG, also known as ProcGen. Um, and Fortunately, I'm not the only one. This is there are a lot of people who love it as the hot coolness. But the bottom line is it's about programming stuff that normally a human would make, making the computer make what a human would make, whether that's a story or a piece of art or a piece of sound effect or a piece of music or a landscape. All these things could be made by hand by a human, or they could be procedurally generated. And as a lone wolf game developer, there's definitely an impetus for me to think in terms of, hey, let's go it alone and write my code that does it all, for better or worse. But um, so yeah, this is, I see an image like this, and the first thing I think of is, ooh, I could procedurally generate all that armor, and therefore you wouldn't have six different armors like is on this picture here. You would have 10 million. Um, but my next thought is that I am wrestling with a kind of a big vision game development, which is all about a tactical battle game in 3D and how it could be remixed in half a dozen different ways in half a dozen different genres and art styles. And I look at this and I say to myself, yeah, that I could remix a tactical battle game into a tactical battle game about pretty young men who wear, golden armor. So it's certainly something that continues to burble in the back of my mind. The idea of doing the golden armor procedurally generated stuff, but also doing the tactical battle game using it. Um, so that's what I think of when I see this image. So, hey, let's get on to the main attraction, which is beef jerky. And if you watched my last beef jerky video, you saw that it was very hot, and for me, I would feel unpleasant. It was very bold and very chilly, peppery, whew, and wasn't much fun. So this time, we're going to have more fun, or at least I'm going to enjoy myself more. Here's People's Choice Beef Jerky Orange Honey Teriyaki. Will it be good? Well, I like orange, I like honey, and I like teriyaki. So if they manage to screw it up, it's on them. So, People's Choice Orange Honey Teriyaki. Let's give it a try. I'm hoping it's magical. I don't know. First, I have to get the package open. There we go. Thank goodness for fingernails. Mmm. Smells very sweet. Smells yummy already. Here's a nice piece. Let's give it a try. Mmm. 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 Yeah, this is putting a smile on my face. The first thing I think of when I'm eating this is some people talk about beef jerky being meat candy. And that is what I'm tasting right now is definitely sweet meat candy. Very sweet, very yummy, quite a bit flavorful. We've had teriyaki jerky on this vlog before that was what I consider pretty lame and weak sauce. This isn't it. It's not in any way hot, but I don't know. Maybe I was set up and thinking that maybe I set my expectations right this time, but I'm very pleased with this bite I took. I can't wait to take another. Very tasty. All right. Well, I don't believe there's anything in the mailbag, but if there is, I'll go back and check. But I encourage everybody to post. Tell me what you think about teriyaki. I'm sorry, about beef jerky and about video game development. Um, I would love to read what you have to say on the vlog. I was about to say on the air, but this isn't a radio show. This is a tiny little vlog in a corner of YouTube. Um, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you did too. And I'll see you next time.